What's up, guys? John here. Titan Talk Tuesday, officially here in the studio. And I've got one of my new athletes here, Rachel Daniels, a.k.a. the real Lois Lane. So welcome her. I'm glad to have her on the team. Honored to have her a part of our team and family. Are you excited, Rachel?
I'm so excited, John.
Yeah.
This has been in the making for a while, so I'm really happy that I can finally stop keeping a secret about it, and we can share with everyone. We have super big plans for this year.
Oh, yeah.
The whole team. And so, let's get started.
Oh, yeah. So let's get this Titan Talk off to a great start. So, as you guys know, if you guys don't know, now you do. Rachel Daniels, official part of Team Titan, Titan Medical Athlete, and we're going to do big things in 2020. We got a lot of things coming at you guys, a lot of events, and a lot of special surprises. We're not going to let the lid off everything, but we are going to share some of these great things with you guys. So let's get it going. All right. How do you know what vitamins to buy from? All right, so we'll answer that question in 1 second. Let's get to Therapy of the Week. So, Therapy of the Week, Thymosin Alpha 1, TA1. Have you ever heard of this?
I have not. Tell me about it.
All right, so Thymosin Alpha 1 is a peptide. Thymosin Alpha 1 is FDA approved, which is really great. Okay. Now, the best thing about Thymosin Alpha 1 is an immune system modulator. So, immune system modulator means that, because people ask me, what's in a modulator? Right. So, it builds up the immune system. It actually strengthens the immune system. This is proven, right? So, what it does is it augments the T cells. Mm-hmm. Now, in the body, there's two different types of T cells. There's helper cells and there's killer cells.
Right.
And what they do is they track down the cells in your body and they kill the bad cells with the killer cells, and the helper cells actually build up those cells to be stronger. So they go after viruses, they go after cancer. So this is another big one.
Yeah.
They strengthen vaccines, which is awesome too. They're in clinical trials for hepatitis C and B right now. So it's another big one. But it builds the immune system. So it strengthens the immune system. So think about your immune system turning into a Terminator. It's really hunting these cells down, killing these bad cells, and augmenting brand new, fresh, healthy cells for you. So with the coronavirus out there right now, and I know that's a big talk of the town or around the world and around the country.
Yes.
Right? It's actually messed with economic growth to an extent where the Fed actually cut the interest rates today. They cut the rates. And that's something that you don't see too often, but they want to make sure that the economy is going to keep going up and not going down because the stock market each day has been declining, right? People are getting scared about this. They're worried about a pandemic and all these things going around. You guys want to make sure that you guys have your immune system the best it could possibly be. So we want to strengthen that immune system to the utmost possible degree that you possibly can. So that's where Thymosin Alpha 1 really topped the charts. It's better than glutathione. Glutathione's an awesome one. Super antioxidant. I was telling Rachel about it because Rachel's just coming on. So Rachel's like, I want to make sure I know about all these therapies and I want to look them. Listen, I'm going to tell you about them. I want to make sure that she gets them because now she's going to get to experience the Titan Medical Center therapies, which are going to be insane. I mean, look at her already. So at this point, you don't think she's going to respond? You guys know as well as I do, she's going to respond really good. So at this point, I'm just really excited. I'm
excited for the pump one the most, honestly. I've been hearing such crazy things about it. Yes. So I always want to look bigger than I am.
Hercules Potion, baby. It's going to make her more vascular. It's going to pump her out. She's going to have vasodilation, plus she's going to have faster recovery. And it has immune system boosting properties in there too, as well as liver protection. So there's a lot of good things that Hercules Potion is going to do for her. And I'm just excited because usually that's a big one. I usually tell people, listen, Hercules Potion is a game changer.
Yeah.
Everybody that use Hercules Potion, all the way from average Joe to pro, always raves about it, and it's obviously one of my therapies. One of my favorite ones. Big Drew, same thing. So when Rachel gets on it, I'm just really excited for the first time use. It's going to be awesome. I mean, literally, you'll take it, and let's say you're on the way to the gym, right? You usually do it 30 to 45 minutes before you go train. Or any strenuous activity, whether it be hiking, whether it be walking around Disney all day, even sexual behavior, because it promotes blood flow. Ooh. So blood flow increases, and that's a good thing. So at that point, it's also going to have ornithine in it, so it's going to let you do the exercises or activity for a longer period of time without wearing yourself out as much.
Right.
So longer reps or longer hiking or whatever your activity is, this is going to help there. But that's usually the first thing that people talk to me about. Listen, man, the pump is insane. So on the way to the drive, you'll start feeling on the way to the drive as far as vascularity-wise, the vasodilation. But the first 1-2 sets, you're going to be like, damn, and it's going to get real, like you're going to get hard automatically. So it's like, damn, it's like instant pump. You're not going to have to wait about it. The other thing is the pump lasts. It's not a 15-minute type pump. So
see, that's key too, because a lot of these powders and stuff, your pump's gone after like 20 minutes, maybe, on a good one.
So it's going to stay in for about 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
It's gonna make you hard for about 4 to 6 hours, which is a really, really good one. So, yes, that's what it is. So let's talk about vitamins. So what does Titan Medical Center do? So if you guys don't know what Titan Medical Center does, let's just go over it briefly real quick. So Titan Medical Center does male and female hormone replacement therapy, right? So we can service males, females. There's deficiencies out there. You're not optimized. You know, you might not be getting results because of this. You're working out real hard, got the diet on point, and you're like, man, like I'm hitting a plateau. I don't know what's going on. You know, what's going on? So, you know, we see through blood testing. So at that point, the hormone replacement therapy optimization is key. Or if you're deficient, bring those hormones back, because hormones, they signal everything in your body.
Yeah.
As far as your metabolism, the way you feel, depression. So a lot of things go along with hormones. The next thing, medical weight loss. So we have a lot of different therapies for medical weight loss, from oral therapies like our ECA Stack Plus, which you're going to love. Yes. No more pre-workouts, no more bull energy drinks, no more garbage, no more carcinogenics, no more fillers. So at that point, you're going to be able to take this. It's nice, clean, cut energy. It's going to shred you up, give you the power to fill through, and the concentration factor.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. So you guys are going to love that. All right, next one, rejuvenation therapy. So like glutathione. So it's going to help you. You want to help your insides, right? Like liver. Your liver's your filter to your body. Everything processed through there. You want to make sure that is working optimally, so you're processing fats faster through your body too as well. So glutathione's another one. Vitamin amino acid injectable therapies. So we have multiple blends.
Yes.
So he asked me, like, how do you do how do you get the vitamin
blends.
amino acid blends, right?
Yeah.
So it's real simple, real easy. All you have to do is just call or text us. We give you new patient paperwork, or you can go on the website and fill it out.
Right.
Once you fill it out, you'll see our medical provider. Boom, you can order them. They come straight from the pharmacy, straight to you, doctor prescribed. You can't get these things over the counter because they're sterile injectables. So you can only get them from a pharmacy, which means they have to be doctor prescribed. I get that question all the time. Like, why are vitamin aminos like doctor prescribed? So that's what it is. What up, Drew? Drew's welcome you to the team.
Drew, brother. Yes. Man, I've known Drew so long.
That's what I'm saying. So how do you become a client? So first thing to do is call or text 727-389-3220. That's how you become a patient, or you can fill out the new patient paperwork on the website. You go right there, new patient paperwork. You'll be able to fill out male or female. The next thing, nationwide blood testing. So we do nationwide blood testing for a number of different things, from hormones to STDs to vitamin amino acids, food sensitivity testing, a lot of different things that we can test for a la carte for you. So if you just want one single test, we can do that. Right. You want a very in-depth panel, we can do that for you too as well. So that's another one. IV, hydration and therapy. So I have this bag. You guys can see me hooked up on here.
Multitasking.
Yeah, multitasking. It is what it is. Look at Kara said, I just called this morning. That's awesome, man. Glad to have you aboard. If you got any questions, shoot them out. I'll be able to try to answer them for you right now live.
And honestly, if you're not getting blood work, athlete or not, there's no reason you shouldn't be getting blood work. Everybody should be getting their blood work.
Exactly.
I try to get my blood work.
What up, Big J?
Every maybe 8 weeks, at least I donate blood. Yep. I get my blood work, especially females.
Yep.
If you're in the industry or you're just a normal person.
Yeah. So blood work is key, right? And blood work is key for a number of individuals, whether you're a regular person or you're in the bodybuilding world. Right. It matters, and the reason is this: because there's things out there called EDCs, endocrine disrupting chemicals. So when you're having these chemicals, and these are things that we wipe on our body, some of the, like different lotions you may put on, deodorants you may put on, pollution that we're breathing in, free radicals that you're getting out there. These disrupt the endocrine system in the body, which messes with hormones, which can cause deficiencies or lower hormones or increase hormones, like estrogen. That's a big one. A lot of people, they're on these vegan diets, they're eating a lot of soy. Soy will represent into estrogen if you're taking high amounts of soy. So watch out for that. It's good to have clean diets. There's nothing against vegan diets, but you got to make sure what you're putting in your body is going to process through good, and you're not going to be affected like that. So that's one thing. 2 is health. The biggest thing is that you don't have to buy any of our therapies. But if you want to check your blood, so you want to make sure your hormones are on point, or you're doing some extracurricular activity as far as bodybuilding, and you're adding in some supplementation, and you want to make sure everything's all right, blood tests. So these blood tests are, they're
up.
confidential. Nobody's going to get these blood tests except for you. And they're not going to be reported to your insurance company if you have insurance.
And they're affordable.
They're very affordable.
A lot of these companies are like blasting people out of their doors because they're just so ridiculously expensive. But the panels you guys are giving are affordable, they're readable.
Yes.
And then you have the doctors who are going over it with you.
Absolutely. Very in-depth panels. That's the other thing. So we have the least expensive, full in-depth panels for males and females across the country. I beat everybody's pricing. Yeah. I dare you to compare apples to apples testing with anybody. If anybody has any testing cheaper than me, I will beat it by 10%. I guarantee it. If not, I guarantee that we have the least expensive testing because I check out there. We beat all the other little private labs and all that you guys are trying to come across, and it's very easy and very simple to get the results.
Yeah.
Very convenient. So
in and out.
It's in and out. Or you guys can call, you guys text, we send you the slip, you go into the lab, we get your results expedited, so you don't have to call in or anything like that. You'll get them in 3 to 4 business days, and you can do what you want. You can make an educated decision.
Yeah.
You know, maybe your liver is affected, maybe your kidneys are affected, maybe there's hormones that are off. And at that point, like, I get a lot of professional bodybuilders, you know, that in the beginning it was like, I'm scared to check my blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right? I know them. I know bodybuilders who come to the parking lot and they just leave the parking lot. Yeah. They're just scared.
Yeah.
But you're really just doing more damage in the long run.
They don't want to know what's going on because they're scared what's going on inside their body.
Yeah.
That's really not the way to think. If you catch it in the beginning, it's easier to take care of the problem if there is an issue. You don't want to keep letting it go on. I always go back to an example of a car because everybody drives a car.
Yeah.
If there's a tire that you know is going to blow, or there's something off in the car, you just keep rolling on that tire. It's eventually going to blow or come off the axle, and you're going to be in a world of hurt, or you're going to have to pay more out of the damages. So that's really key, okay, guys? I want to make sure you guys understand that because health is number one priority before anything. Because if you don't have your health, you're not getting out of bed, you're not training, you're not going to your job, you're not going to be with your loved ones, you're not doing your fun activities. So this is really, really key, especially if you have family. And every one of us usually has family, whether it's your mom or dad, or whether you have kids or a wife or significant other, or you just have your furry baby, right? Yeah. They need you.
They do.
They need you.
And it's like, if you're an athlete, just speaking from an athlete's perspective, it's like a smart athlete knows, do you want to be a champion for like a day or do you want to be a champion for a lifetime? Yeah. And that comes with the foundation of making sure, being accountable for your health.
Absolutely.
You're not going to train to your fullest potential. You're not going to perform. You're not going to look aesthetically pleasing to your fullest potential if you're not focusing on your health. That's the core, right?
That's right. That's right. So. Well, you know, why are you in it? You're in it for your health. And if you want to get your health back on track, that's really the way to go. So that is key, guys. So blood work, we cannot hint on that or drop it enough. That's really where it's at. So, guys, focus in on that. If you guys need blood work, call or text 727-389-3220. Big J says, I see Rachel the Titan here. That's right. That's what we do.
What's up, Big J?
Big Mike Neal out in Texas representing. Thanks, brother.
Best haircut.
Good to see you. Big Gino, what's going on? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Scroll up for my question. Kara SB, what was the question one more time? Just repeat for me real quick.
Thank you.
I was told 300 or lower by a doctor. I was at 400 and told him my symptoms. Okay, so this is another problem. When you get your blood test done, and let's say it's testosterone levels, like he mentioned. Mm-hmm. So when testosterone comes back on a total for a male, the number is between 216 to 946.
Right.
It's a huge range.
That's a big range, yeah.
Huge range. And this is between ranges of ages between 18 and 59.
Oh.
So no matter where you're at on that scale and that age range, that's what it is. So if you come back at 217 to a normal doctor, hey man, everything's normal.
Yeah, that's true.
Insurance companies will not cover that treatment. They'll say, hey, listen, you're within normal range, you're 75 points higher, you're good to go. And that's not really what it is. And if you have the symptoms, this is what they should look at. It's not all about numbers. It's correlating symptoms and how you feel.
Right.
Because that's really what it is, quality of life, and you want to feel good. Mm-hmm. Every day you don't want to wake up and feel like a zombie. And I've been there. Like I've been on TRT, HRT for 11 years now.
Yeah.
28 is when I found out, and I didn't think I had a problem then. So at that point, when I seen it, and I had a 98 as my total. Oh my God. I used to go through my days. Yeah, 98. Straight up.
Man.
Straight up. I used to get up, do my routine. I used to work out 4 days a week at night. I had my son. I had Charisse. and basically I get up and I do my day-to-day functions. So I would just go through the motions.
Right.
And I was like, man, there's something off, and that's when I blood tested. I was working with doctors and athletes at that time before I owned Titan, and I was like, this is the problem being done. And when I took it and I got on therapy and I was dialed in, it was like opening the shades for the first time and seeing the sun shine through, dude. It was like, this is a whole new me.
Isn't that crazy? Because you don't even think, I think a lot of people don't even think about hormones and their levels and things like that as the cause of why they're feeling the way they're feeling.
Yeah.
Depression, anxiety, tiredness, all that. Never attributed to, maybe I should just get my blood work done.
Yeah, well, they don't know. And, it's just them not being educated,
Right.
And then that's going into a doctor, and usually, the way that I was raised and a lot of people were raised were like, we put doctors and stuff on pedestals.
Right.
So, listen, they all telling, all knowing. So when they say something or they prescribe you something, it's like, the doctor did this. I have to follow exactly what the doctor says, right?
He knows more than me.
He knows more than me. So this is where it really does, take your education, take the information you have, and really apply it to yourself in your situation. So there's more education information out there than ever, and I'm giving you guys education every week. So at that point, you guys use this ammo. If you guys aren't coming to Titan, use the ammo against that doctor. If he doesn't want to treat you, doesn't want to help you, go on to somebody else. They're your employees that you're paying them to see. Right. You're waiting the time. You're taking time off your job. So at that point, if you're not getting service from them, call Titan. We'll help you out. All right? So at that point, I hope I answer this. She's not flexing at all, man. That's just natural.
You don't want to see me flex.
You don't want to see her flex.
Hey, these cameras aren't big enough.
I'm telling you.
Calm down.
I lost my left nut to cancer years back. Oh, man. So that's another problem, all right? Same thing with Lance Armstrong. When he had testicle cancer and he actually lost a testicle, that's what provides your testosterone function for males. That produces your testosterone. So if you're down one testicle, you're already in the rough. And if your levels are like that, that's probably why, to be honest with you. So it could be that, or it could be something else that might have happened to you. But that's definitely a problem. So if you need help, you can call Titan Medical Center. We'll help you out. We deal with this all the time. All right. Next thing. All right, so Arnold, athletes are getting tested for coronavirus.
They are. That's so crazy.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
No, that's really crazy. I mean, but we were talking about this before. Like, if you think about it, it's probably like a really good spot for someone to get the coronavirus. Like, let's take a bunch of people from all over the world, put them in a closed space, and then have everyone touching, hugging each other, and feeling each other's beautiful bodies. Yeah. Like, what else is going to happen?
Even sneezing in a crowd, dude. I mean, what they're saying is it's droplets. They go, they're going to infect people right away. People are touching, they're touching booths. Yeah. They're touching people. I mean,
you're coming to see your athletes. So you can
dude.
But they're testing the athletes.
So they're testing the athletes, and they're not testing the spectators, which is kind of weird. Yeah. So the way that they're testing the athletes is this. So the athletes come in, they're going to come in for check-ins.
Right.
First thing they're going to do is they're going to ask them, hey, listen, where have you been the last 15 days?
The gym.
Right? So, I'm in the gym, whatever. And then the next thing they're going to do is they're going to take their temperature. And the temperature, if they're at 100.6, they're going to quarantine these athletes. So at that point, they're not even going to be able to go on stage or power lift or whatever their competition is, which is crazy. But the spectators, listen, this is crazy. So all they're going to do for the spectators is they're going to put out hand sanitizers every 20 feet. How many people are going to use hand sanitizers? How fast is hand sanitizer going to go? They're going to have EMTs on the spot there too. So I guess if somebody's feeling sick, they can go to the EMT. But at that point,
too late.
It's too late.
You just shook 10 people's hands.
It's too late.
In the past 5 seconds.
Me and Art were just looking at it before you came up here. They've actually got a petition. People put out a petition to actually shut down the Arnold this year.
Good luck.
They have over how many signatures?
Over 5,000.
How many
5,000 signatures.
I mean, that's
a lot of people.
That's enough to get a response. Huh?
That happened in one day. I mean, they're probably not going to shut it down, but they did cancel the Fitbo, which is in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled that. So I mean, at that point,
makes sense. It's a little
bit. Europe's affected. There's a lot of different countries out there like Italy, Iran, South Korea. They're talking about canceling the Olympics. I would bet they're going to cancel the Olympics. And I'm not a betting guy.
Yeah.
But I would put money on it that they're probably going to cancel the Olympics because of what's going on over there. So at that point, we'll see. It's not something to get crazy about. People are out there buying masks. I know that me and Art, we were looking for masks and stuff like that.
Oh,
Home Depot's out. Lowe's is out.
Really?
Walmart's out of hand sanitizer. So
cut up a sheet or something.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So the way we work with remote clients, if you need blood work, we can send you into a local lab in your area. We set everything up for you guys. It's not a problem. We do FaceTime or Skype for some patients. Some patients fly in. It's really up to you and what programs you're going to get on with Titan Medical Center. So that's answering that question. But yeah, so they bought out all these things. Even the N95 masks. So those are the masks that are supposed to have filters in them. They're supposed to block this. Now everybody went out and bought these masks. Now the CDC... the president, well, the vice president, Pence came on and said, basically, at this point, people shouldn't be wearing these masks. People shouldn't be buying these masks. The reason is because they're coming out of stock, and medical providers need these masks.
More than we do, yeah.
Right, so they're actually treating these people, so they're going to run out of this. Supply chains are affected. So I was talking about on Titan Talk Tuesday last week, Excedrin.
Yeah.
Sharice gets headaches a lot, so I went and got her. I went to go get her Excedrin. All the Excedrin's off the shelf.
I literally just took 2 Excedrin. I'm glad I bought it.
You're glad
I got the last one.
You did.
What?
Yes. Well, let me tell you why. The supply chain. They can't get it because most of the raws and even the medications, they come from China.
Oh, man.
There's nobody working in China right now.
This virus is really affecting
It's shut down.
Oh, yeah.
everything.
It's
Yeah.
worse too.
Yeah, so, they're not telling us this to scare us as far as that goes. The supply chains are going to be affected because nobody's working and producing these things. So at that point, it's going to be affected in some way, shape, or form. How much, we have no idea. Hopefully it doesn't get affected too much because us Americans, we like, we like what we have, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we pretty much, we're an excess type country, whatever we want is at our fingertips or delivered by Amazon or Instacart or whatever it may be in your area. But, that's another thing that people might be affected on. So it's just different things. So if you have something that you really like and you can buy it, I'd buy at least 2 or 3 months worth of that stuff. And at that point, you at least have it in reserves. And it should be hopefully done by that point. I see hopefully this thing getting contained very fast. Hopefully, we'll see. All right?
Hopefully they don't start trying to mess with the Olympia.
Yes. So KC Farm said, yeah, we get most of our penicillin from China. This is a true fact. And not just penicillin. It's a lot of the different medications. Now, what it's probably going to do is after this or during this, is it's going to drive more manufacturing back to the United States, which will be a good thing for us. Yeah, because we need to produce our own stuff here, just in case something like this ever happens.
Right.
We're not depending on other countries and other situations that we need them. We have our own thing, and we can do our own thing here. So at that point, we'll see how it works out. Hopefully, nothing's crazy. Amanda Nook said, what's up?
Amanda!
Yeah. Amanda always tunes in. We love Amanda, too. She's awesome.
She is.
Awesome. So, Eric, what's going on, man?
Physique.
Eric Topa, how you doing?
Physique chicks.
Yes. Physique. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
All right. So, another thing with blood testing. So, blood testing. Blood testing is not just for hormones. It's not just for liver, kidneys, not for STD. You can also do blood testing for amino acids. Now, I did a blood test just to show you guys what amino acids, all essential amino acids. I think it's like 22 amino acids that you can test for in this test. And this will tell you a couple different things on these amino acid tests. One, is the supplement you're taking working, or is it garbage at that point? Or is the food that you're intaking, are you getting all the essential amino acids? Now, essential amino acids are amino acids that your body doesn't produce.
Right.
You have to get them from an outside source. So diet should be number one. Now listen, we're all about the diet. Diet should be it. Your food source is key. A lot of us do not get the proper nutrition, all right? So that it's a fact.
It is, and
just
it's
a fact.
important.
And that's why supplementation's here. So that's why a lot of people buy these different supplements over the counter, or they're looking for some other way to supplement, or they're not feeling good, they're not looking good, they're not performing better. So at that point, that's where the injectable amino acids and vitamins come in play too. Faster absorption, faster transportation rate, you know exactly what you're getting.
Yes.
The way, though, to really test, you test through blood. So if you can see your amino acids through blood and they're all through the roof like that, you know whatever you're doing is working.
You just did that.
Oh, yeah. So I did mine. And listen, I take Hercules Potion, I take Titan Complete, and all this stuff. I even got an IV in right now. But this one's got like super antioxidants in it, like vitamin C, alpha lipoic acid, glutathione. It's got magnesium. It's got some biotin in there. It's got a lot of different things. And we can build these bags to customize for you guys. Or we can have we have our different blends that we have preset for you guys.
Your own personal Gatorade.
Absolutely. Plus I'm getting hydrated, So this is key. And if you get the coronavirus or you get sick, the biggest thing is pump fluids. Right,
Yeah.
Pump a lot of water, drink Gatorade. Make sure that you're washing your hands. You're not going around people, infecting different people because you're spreading it. Then at that point, even if it's in your house, try to quarantine yourself. Keep your kids kind of away from you because you don't want to give it to your kids, or your kids might come home and give it to you, and you really don't have no choice. You got to be around your kids. So.
And at that point, kids, you're always going to get whatever they have.
It's true, and I've lived this life, and I know, my kid's 10, so, when he used to go to, preschool, he used to come home, sick, and then like he would get me sick or Cherie sick, and it would just spread through the house.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of parents are. So the best thing you can do is pump up your immune system, whether it be glutathione, vitamin C, nectar of the gods. If you're taking Thymosin Alpha 1, that's another good one. So at that point, you guys have these things. You have these tools to make sure that your immune system is built up and ready to go. All right, guys? So that's the biggest thing that I want to preach to you guys is pump the immune system up. Use these different tactics like hand washing, keeping away from people, sneezing in your elbow. They're saying right now, don't do that if possible. Get like a Kleenex or something like that, sneeze in that and throw it away. Disinfect your hands or wash your hands for over 20 seconds. That's another good one, right? Another good one is when you're out in public, try to open the doors with your hip. Trying to use knobs if you don't need to. Yep, use a booty if you can. Rachel,
make it.
She got that down. See, Rachel got that down. So that's what you do. So at that point, you guys want to use these different things and techniques. CDC has a whole list of different things you guys can do to try to help and prevent these things. So
little things.
Yes.
Wash
That's what it is.
Wash your
hands. That's the big one.
I cannot stress that enough.
I have to ask,
you think that would be natural?
Beautiful co-host. Who is my beautiful co-host? So my beautiful co-host is Rachel Daniels, new Titan Medical Center athlete. Part of the new Titan Medical Center family. So she's here. We want to officially announce her. We're going to keep this under wraps about a week and a half. I think it's like that.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure.
I can't keep secrets.
Yes.
I'm really not good at it.
I know. Me neither. So I want to make sure, we like officially just brought it out. So I'm like, listen, let's come in Tuesday. Let's do it on Titan Talk Tuesday. Officially live and announce it here so you guys can all get in, say what's up to her, show her love, and when you start seeing her on the page and stuff like that, you'll know she's an official Titan Medical Center athlete and part of the Titan Medical Center family. And it's hard to get in with my family now.
Yeah.
Like, it is. Like, I've had, a lot of athletes, through the past, big time pros and stuff like that. I've had regular people, but, like now it's like I've really shortened the list of people that I really want on the team, and I made sure that these people want to be on the team and they're going to be a good fit for us.
Right.
That was key. Like, when you want to talk to Rachel, I'm like, listen, Rachel, I'm like, I really don't do that, bring too many people on. I think there's a good things with Rachel that we're going to both just kill it. I believe like her and what she's doing right now, she's doing great things. I believe there's a good career for her, but even put that aside, I think she's a good person.
Thanks.
Right? I think she has dedication. I think she has passion. And that's a key thing and has a lot of heart. So I think she's going to be great for the Titan team and great for the Titan family. So I want to introduce her. I'm really, really proud of her. And I think I'm going to be really, really super proud of her coming up because we got a lot of good things on the rise for her. And but I'm on Titan Complete. I take it first thing in the morning, but I just got ECA stack. When's the best time to take that? Okay. So Titan Complete. If you guys don't know what Titan Complete is in there, it's got MIC. It's got your B complex. It's got all 3 and only 3 branched chain amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. And it also has L-carnitine. So you definitely want to take that in the morning like you're taking it. ECA stack. ECA stack, you can take it in the morning. That's really good to do on an empty stomach if you're trying to lean up and lose weight. It'll get you going, and at that point, you are off to the races with energy.
Jumpstart.
Your concentration's there, no jitters, no nothings, no heart palpitations, no nausea, just good, clean energy. No fillers, no garbage, no BS.
Yeah.
So you can take it in the morning. Or some people like to take it in the afternoon. So they can take it before their workouts, like a half an hour, 45 minutes before. I wouldn't take it too late. Like some people work out in the nighttime, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So don't take it that late. You don't want to stay up all night because sleep is key for your performance and your health. When you sleep, you're recharging yourself, you're recovering, you're growing, right? This is where the body repairs itself. This is like your charging period. So when you plug your phone in and it starts charging, that's kind of how your body is. You're going to sleep and you're trying to get that good trans-5 sleep. So you don't really want to take a lot of stimulants before you go to bed.
Yeah.
So usually take it in the morning, empty stomach, or if that might affect you and you might be sensitive to stimulants, you can eat a piece of bread with it, take it, and do it like that. In the afternoon, you can also take it. You can also take some of these things 2 times a day. So that, it's not just once. You can take it twice. It just depends on you and your tolerance, your stimulants, and everything like that. So just try that, see how it goes, and see what's going on. Yes, they're definitely trying to cancel the Arnold. It's crazy. Can pregnant women take high doses of vitamin C? So yes, so prenatal vitamins are usually based on a lot of different vitamins, right? And prenatal vitamins are usually good for kids. So, and they usually have folic acid in them. They have vitamin C, vitamin D, some of these different vitamins. So they can take high doses. You don't want to take too much. Now you can take 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C. It should be a problem.
Right.
I'm not a physician, so I want you to check with her physician to make sure that's okay and that they want to do that, right? So I always tell that, especially pregnant women. I never want to tell a pregnant woman. Listen,
everyone's pregnancy is different, and they all tolerate different things too. So.
Exactly, and I'm not the physician watching over them, and we're not. So at that point, I really like them to check with their physician to make sure their OBGYN or whoever's doing their care. So at that point, and they usually will say, "Listen, that's not a problem." I mean, even when Sharice was on, when she was pregnant with Peter, we pumped her full of vitamins and stuff like that. I want to make sure she was healthy. I want to make sure he was getting everything that he needed because her diet wasn't the best.
Right.
She
wasn't. I want
wasn't.
to make sure she's getting everything she needs.
Exactly.
And the baby's getting everything.
Yeah, that's key. That's key for growth inside, brain, everything that's growing. So that's definitely where it's at. All right, guys? All right, so next thing. What else we got? We got events coming up. Woo! Got a lot of awesome events coming up. The first one is this weekend. Dwayne Day, thanks, man. I appreciate it. We love you, too. Thank you. Yetta May. Yeah, so Yetta's part of the team, too.
I competed with Yetta.
Yeah?
At Hurricane Bay.
Okay.
She was like the sweetest girl ever. She's super laid back.
Super sweet. Love her and Reggie. And she's got a voice to die for, too.
Oh, my gosh, she does. She sings opera.
Opera singer,
she's just like, oh, yeah, I sing. And I heard her sing. I was like,
she'll belt it out, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, so we love you, Yetta. Thank you.
Sweetest girl ever.
Andreas, we're definitely going to make movies. We'll see you next week, buddy. Yeah, we got to get some video of her, too, for sure. All right, so let's get into the events. Events this weekend. First event, Luxe Lingerie Fashion Show at Water. So if you're in Tampa, we'll be at the Luxe Lingerie Fashion Show. We'll have a cabana right by the water. Bring the Titan limo up there to represent. We'll have some Titans up there. We're giving away free gear, sign-ups for special giveaways, and all kinds of good stuff. Plus, you can talk to me and Sharice out there, have maybe a cocktail with us, or a drink or water, whatever it is. At that point, relax and have a good time and see the fashion show.
Is it on Sunday?
Saturday. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So Saturday will be a big one. Next week after that, so March 13th, World Class Fight League. So MMA fighting. Have you ever been to it?
I have not.
Oh, it's fun.
I have not.
It's fun. Rafael Garcia puts it on. Awesome event. We'll be there. Titan will have its own table, like a VIP table there. We'll be relaxing there. Plus, we'll have girls. I think the girls in the ring will be dressed in
girl
Titan
fights.
too.
Who doesn't want to see girl fights?
Oh, no, it's guy fights.
Oh,
it's guy fights.
Wow.
Oh, for sure.
That's almost as good.
Yeah. There might be a girl fight in it, though. I don't know.
There might be. Like, it might not be a planned one.
I like girl fights, though.
I like girl fights.
So do I.
I mean, they're just better.
Yes.
It's more passionate.
Yes, they are more passionate. Can't fight.
More character.
Yes, she does got muscles, guys. That's what it's all about, right? She's got some muscle here.
Oh, my God.
Ready to go. And how old are you, Rachel?
I am 27, believe it or not.
Man, you look younger than 27.
Thanks.
You do.
You should have seen me before I had muscles. I looked like 14.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So now I look like 16.
Wow, okay. So, look, she looks good, guys. That's what it's all about. All right. So, World Class Fight League is next Friday, March 13th. Saturday, Drop Zone Gunner. Drop Zone Gunner is in Leesburg. We're going to be out there, and what Drop Zone Gunner is, if you don't know what it is. So it's an obstacle course that you run like let's say like Spartan race type deal. I can't run. All right.
I can't run. You don't want to see me run.
The cool thing about this is you get to shoot live guns in the obstacle course.
Ooh, that I can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to get to see and shoot all these guns. You get to run through this course. So it's very, very cool, and it's a very, very it's a unique event.
So are you running with guns?
No.
Stations.
Yep. So you run through this. You run through the obstacle course, and then at one stage you'll get to the firearms. You'll shoot targets.
Well, that's cool.
And then you put them down, and you go through the obstacle course, and then at that point, at the end, I think you might be able to shoot more guns. There's going to be contests out there. So this is our first year being a part of it. It'll be in Leesburg. It's about an hour and a half away from us right now.
Yeah.
Give or take. 5 different firearms, battlefield pickup. So that's a video of what it was last year.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're going to do some, we'll do a segment on it for you guys. So you guys will get to see Titan doing this out there and being a part of it and what it's all about out there.
Fun.
Yeah, we'll comment on it. We'll tell you guys what it's all about, really, really in depth. But it looks really, really cool. They asked to be a part of it last year. We couldn't go. But this year when Jerome said, hey, listen, you guys want to be a part of it? We said, absolutely. Titan's all about that.
Yep.
Because Titan's all about everything. We want to be in a variety of different things. We're not just categorized in one area. We're all over the place because everybody needs to look better, feel better, and perform better.
Right.
Right? So it's not just about bodybuilding. It's not just about, looking good, but it's about feeling good too. So health, like we talked about, is the more importance, and everybody can feel better out there. And who doesn't like to perform at their very best every day? Now, I do, for sure, and that's everywhere. Is HCG worth the money for boosting natural testosterone? So yes, it is. HCG is definitely worth it for boosting testosterone levels if you don't want to go on testosterone. So there's 2 different ways you can boost your testosterone levels. One is Clomid. So Clomid is FDA approved to ignite the LH and FSH, luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. And what that does is there's a signal that goes down for your brain to your testicles as a male, or for a female to the ovaries, and it produces testosterone.
Yeah.
So this actually kicks on your natural function along with HCG. So HCG actually mimics that signal. It doesn't create that signal, but mimics the signal, and it will create better testosterone levels. The best way you can do it is you can do a baseline blood test, see where you're at naturally, go on the treatment for 30 days, and at that point you'll see, stay on the treatment when you're doing the blood test and see where those levels come out. Usually they're going to come out, HCG, for guys, I usually see them come up like 300 points.
Yeah.
Clomid, it might be a little bit more, but their feeling's not there. With Clomid, there could be some negative side effects as far as symptoms, like depression and stuff like that, bad thoughts. That's the only bad thing about Clomid that I've got, and I've actually tried to take it one time, and that's what I got out of it. So that's what it is, all right? So HCG is definitely worth the money, especially through us. Now, HCG, on March 23rd, all compounding pharmacies are supposed to... So you have to buy manufacturer, which is 3 to 4 times the price of HCG now. So at that point, if you're thinking about doing it, now would be your time to jump on it and do it right now, okay? And see where you're at. But always, run the blood test. You can also run the HCG diet. Now, the old HCG diet used to be 500 calories, which if anybody eats 500 calories, they're going to lose a ton of weight.
Yeah.
Right? So the best thing is calorie deficit. Right? So 2,000 calories is what they normally base a person off of daily on their calorie intake. Now, if you're doing 1,000 calories, you're still going to be in calorie deficit. And at that point, you can run the HCG. Now, the HCG combats you going to a catabolic effect by stimulating different hormones in the body and producing. So at that point, you're going to have lean mass as far as that goes. It's really, really good. I've had a lot of people had a lot of good success as far as running the HCG diet. I really didn't believe in it when we first got into this. But when I had to have surgery one time, I was like, you know what? I can't lift.
You did that?
Yeah. So I was like, I might as well try this. And man, I shred down like a mofo.
So you're living proof.
I usually don't believe things unless I try it.
Yeah.
Even when BPC came around, BPC 157 and TB500 healing peptides, right? And I was like, man, they're like the Wolverine healing peptide. I'm like, all right, we'll see. So the pharmacy came out later, right? And I'm like, all right, before I can tell somebody like, hey, this is going to be great, I'm going to try it myself and be like, all right, this is going to be good. Because my word's on the line. And at that point, like, my word is everything. It's bond. So I will not be like, all right, I'm not going to push something to you guys or say this is good without like, all right, this is good.
Agreed.
So I hurt my shoulder and then I documented it through video, like BBC, and man, it was a game changer for me.
That's
Inflammation goes down. I mean, it has a lot of different effects as far as creating different blood vessels, bringing blood to the area, healing the area.
Yes.
So it's not just a bandage over a bleeding wound, but it actually works. So BPC 157, TB500, joint areas, shoulders, knees, elbows, golf elbow, tennis elbow. That's another big one.
That is.
A lot of people get golf elbow, tennis elbow. Now, the way to really get over this is using the BPC, and you can use it in the areas you want to stimulate. So at that point, you want to inject close to the area that you're hurt with BPC. With TB500, it works systemically, so it works throughout the body. So you can inject it subcutaneously in the stomach, it works throughout. But, another thing, like Eric on there, he would get it. A lot of people would get it. The best thing you can do is get wraps. If you get wraps, you'll never get tennis elbow again.
Yeah.
It's good. It's on your grip actually, and when you usually get it, they tell you to get a gripper and strengthen your grip basically, and it'll go away. So it's really good. All right, so let's get back to the events. What else we got? Mad Burger Fest in Madeira Beach. So it's another one. So Mad Burger Fest. We've never done it before. I like a good burger, right? I'm a male beef eater, steak eater. That's what it is. So at that point, I really can't wait to check this event out. I've never been to it, so I can't really speak about it. But Donna Crowley is the one putting it on. And we do a lot of events with Donna Crowley. And all her events are really upbeat and really cool. So I'm excited to check that one out. Tampa Bay Jeep Fest. If you guys own a Jeep Fest in Clearwater, or you don't own a Jeep, come on down.
Be just like cars in Clearwater.
Yeah. We're going to be there. And all these events, we're going to give away free Titan gear for you guys. You guys can sign up for the newsletter right there. And you guys can ask us questions or see some of us out there. And you guys got to come out, show us love. We'll have the cameras. We're going to be doing segments. These are going to be on TV, on ABC, on our show. So in all these events, if you guys get in that, you guys might be on TV. You guys can tell yourself, hey, ABC, I'm going to be on ABC this Sunday. So it's going to be cool. So check it out, right? And we're going to have all these dates on our newsletter. So if you guys have not subscribed to the newsletter, all you have to do is text Titan Medical to 22828. You guys will be automatically enlisted on that newsletter. You'll get them once a week. You guys get therapy of the week, special discounts, our events, and all the good news coming out. Right? So that's going to be cool. Next one after that, we're going to do the Deke Water NPC Mid-Florida Classic in Orlando.
Ooh.
This is our second show. We're the title sponsor with Deke Water. It's his 25th year anniversary for this show.
So it's going to be a
symbolic
show.
Definitely hurrah,
yeah.
you know. Deke's a great guy. Love being a part of it. So great athletes going out there. I don't know if any of our athletes are going to compete in it, but we will be out there in full effect. Orlando, we will be coming for you. We'll be having a lot of Titans out there. I know Drew comes with me every year.
Yeah.
You know, I'll probably have you. I'll probably have a whole bunch of people out there showing up. So you guys never know who is going to be with the Titan crew. So you guys want to come out and check us out. Like I said, we have giveaways. I'll bring leggings out there for some people. Definitely some shirts, some tank tops for girls.
Yeah.
We'll be rocking it. We'll be rocking it for the best. I promise you. I'm excited.
Spandex all around.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right. After that, St.Pete Art and Fashion Show. The 10th through the 12th. St.Pete, it's Fashion Week, I guess, for us. And we'll have multiple events with that. Titan Medical Center will have their fashion line presenting this year again.
Oh.
So we did it last year. It was a big thing for us on the fashion show. Big Drew was in it last year. Jeff Culp was in it last year. Jen McHenry was in it last year. And then we had a whole bunch of models and stuff like that were involved. All Titans, all decked out.
Some good-looking people up there.
You're going to love it, dude.
Yeah.
You're going to love it. Get your pose on. It's going to be awesome. We have the runway. Last year was at the James Museum, which was really classy.
Yeah.
Very cool. So at that point, it's going to be a great event. We had a lot of people out there. A lot of Titan patients and supporters show up, which is really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Mark Neal, got your book last week while I was in Cabo. Just started reading. Tons of great info. Thanks. I'm learning a lot about different aspects of nutrition. So, Mark Neal, you are very welcome. Congratulations on being the winner and winning the book. Me and Jeff Bahar wrote that book. We put a lot of information, a lot of ourselves in that book, from nutrition, from disease prevention, hormones are in there. There's a lot of great information. If you have any questions on that book, please let me know. All right? And you guys can get that book anywhere. Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, Kindle. It's everywhere. We had one of the best-selling books on Amazon, and I think from our publisher, we were in the top 5 of the books. So it actually sold and is selling pretty well, which is really cool. I never thought in a million years. But, you know, and for me, it's hard for me to read books now. You know, everything's so visual.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And audio, like, you know. So at that point, check out the book if you guys haven't. Mark, I hope you appreciate it and love that book. All right, what up, Angela? How you doing? The PPC and TB500. How Casey chose it so much when he tore his bicep. Yep. So bicep tears, pec tears. You know, any injuries that you have, and especially a lot of regular people before they go in for surgery, they want to. You know, they want to see every aspect or anything else they can do option-wise.
Right.
And this is definitely one of the best ways. Now, it's not going to cure some injuries. Like somebody's like, hey, I got a bulging disc. It's not going to help you bulging
Yeah, but
disc.
people like to try their conservative treatment before they jump right into surgery.
Before you go underneath the knife, you should definitely exhaust every other option.
Agreed.
It is what it is, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You definitely don't want to do that. So that's definitely a good one. PPC 157, TB 500, especially for inflammation. If you get a lot of inflammation in the body, those are great therapies to use and take away the inflammation. Even BPC 157, if you're getting a little shoulder pain or it hurts, like I'll sleep on my shoulder, I'll literally take it and feel better right afterwards, like 10 to 15 minutes. It takes that much or that less of time to take it away and helps immediately. All right. Iron Bay Classic is also September 12th. So that is a little tricky.
Yeah.
We didn't have that last year. Now, Jose Santiago, Sun Tran, Iron Bay Classic, really excited. Those are my roll dogs. And it's here in Tampa again. Really pumped. But I'm going to have to split my time from here and then St. Pete in September 12th, which is, it's going to be a little tricky.
You have to be two places at once.
Ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be a little tricky. So we're definitely gonna be in both places, both for time periods. We'll see you guys at both of them. Some people want to go there, some people want to go to the show. If you guys want to go to both, awesome and great, because there's a day show which is prejudging and stuff like that, and the night show.
And the night show,
right?
yeah, NPC.
So you guys can support both events if you want. All right, the Titan TV show, the Titan Medical Health and Lifestyle Show. Every Sunday, 11 a.m. from Crystal River to Sarasota, 138 miles, every county in between. We will be on your TV, whether you have Frontier, Spectrum, on ABC. We have all new content every week. We go over a lot of different things, lifestyle things, behind the scenes, these events that we do.
Yes.
So that's going to be really cool. Rachel's going to be on there very shortly. So at that point, we're going to do some stuff with her on there and all the other athletes that we have joining in and all the other Titans out there. So it's going to be awesome. The biggest one, I think, on there that we've got the biggest feedback on segment-wise is Cupid's Corner. and it's a relationship type segment.
Ooh.
Me and Sharice talk about different things that help ignite or stimulate your relationship, or maybe there's some different things that we can provide to you guys that you guys didn't know information-wise that might help your relationship out. We get a lot of feedback from that, honestly.
Yeah.
Couples, they write in all the time, which is it's a blessing. So I appreciate you guys giving us that feedback and telling us that. We actually got to do some shows today. We're gonna do some of those segments today, so we can do it for this week and next week. All right, guys. What else do we got? All right, so
Boom.
yes, Big Drew Titan Lift Party. That's going to be exciting. So me and Drew, actually, that's what we were talking about this morning. He called me about, he said, hey, listen, we got to lock down a date. We're probably going to do a Sunday, and we're probably going to be here in Tampa for the first lift party. Now, we're going to do lift parties all around the state. We're going to do them here in Tampa. We're going to do Clearwater. We're going to do Orlando, possibly Miami. We've got a lot of different things planned for these lift parties, and it's going to be invite only. So it's going to be an exclusive type deal. You need to get an invite to come to our lift party.
You got to be able to lift.
You got to be able to lift, or you got to be able to want to learn how to lift.
That's
right.
Yeah.
So at that point, because everybody's been a newbie, right? In their life.
Yes.
I was one. You were one day. Drew was one. So at that point, those people that are really wanting that education and information, they're coming to you because I'm sure you get a lot of people that come to you or write you in your DM like, listen, how do I do this? What do I do? So it's really cool to share some of the knowledge and experience that you have. It
is, and it's awesome to help people learn to do things the right way from the beginning.
Exactly.
Instead of making them feel like an outsider and then they go hurt themselves and don't want to be a part of the industry anymore.
Or they get bad information.
Bad information.
That's the biggest thing that I see out there on the internet and stuff like that. I just want to choke some of these people because they're spreading this bad information.
Yeah.
And people are just soaking it up and then spreading this information, which it sucks. There's a lot of good information out there and there's a lot of bad information out there. You really got to decipher what it is and if it's credible or not. So that's the biggest thing out there. I would say, listen, when you guys are getting information, make sure it's credible, make sure there's something behind it, make sure these people are credible.
There's a lot of self-made
gurus. Yes.
With no real resumes.
They haven't done anything. Their body looks like garbage. I hate when I do see trainers and they do look like garbage and they're telling people what to do. I'm like, man,
hard, right?
It's hard. I just keep my mouth shut, I bite my tongue, and I'm like, take a deep breath, man. Like, woosah, woosah, woosah. And just go back to my lifting, at that point. And then they come up and they ask me a question, I'll tell them straight up what it is. All right. How about a lift party in Jacksonville? So we might try to make it down to Jacksonville. We've got some things planned for Jacksonville. The Gator Classics out there, so the natural bodybuilding show. We actually are a part of that this year. Because I want to get back to the natural. There's some great Sammy Joe's one of them out there. She's the one that runs the Natural Gator Classic, natural bodybuilding show, and she's all natural. So at that point, she don't want to cheat. These people, they don't want to take stuff, and they just want to do it naturally. So that's fine. That's awesome. We want to be a part of that too, because like I said, we want to be a part of everything.
Yeah, to each their own.
That's right. To each their own. Yeah, different shows.
I've never seen a natural show.
A natural show. So natural shows are pretty cool, and the way that they do the testing right now is through urine, and they do polygraph.
Lie detector test, right?
They do polygraph, right?
That would make me nervous.
They do polygraph. Now, there's a lot of ways to get around those testing. So, when I talked to Sammy about a year ago before, we decided to get involved, and I told her some different ways that we could test.
To be foolproof.
To foolproof.
Blood. So they test them when they come off the stage, or before they go on, and when they come off? Okay.
So there's ways to test to make sure those people aren't cheating. Yeah. You can test those winners. You can test people right away, and you can know. I can know in 2-3 days if they take shit or not.
Like an undercover detective.
Yep. At that point, you'd have to. The best way, the way they'll try to get around it is they'll probably stop taking stuff 6 weeks out. But at that point, their body will start degrading.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how far back can you test?
Well, it doesn't matter. At that point, if you take testosterone, usually depending on how much you take, 2 weeks it's out of the body.
Yeah. So
at that point you can test testosterone levels, and if they're tanked, you can say.
But if you cheat in an all natural show and then you get up there and get beat by someone who's really all natural, that's probably the most humbling experience you're ever gonna have.
Oh man, how mad would you be? Yeah, you did everything you possibly could, and you still lost.
You still lost.
It's I'm telling you guys, that's a big thing I see out there. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. So, whatever you're doing and stuff like that, it doesn't take a million different things to do.
Right.
It really does. You really have to have the basics down. You have to have your training down. You have to have your diet down. You have to be sleeping.
Yeah.
You got to be doing the right things. And at that point, the dedication's there.
And they're called supplements for a reason.
Absolutely.
They're not the main factor.
Absolutely. They're definitely not the main factor. All right. So Titan programs. So if you don't know what the Titan programs are, so Titan programs, we have custom diet and custom training programs cater to patients or cater to people out there. Real simple, real easy. So they sign up, they go on these Titan programs. It creates a custom diet for them, whether they want vegan diet, they want like a regular diet, they want keto diet. It creates the full diet plan for them. It gives them the recipes, the breakdown of everything they should be eating. All their macros are broken down for them.
Nice.
So it's really cool. It was made by dietitians and nutritionists.
So it gives them their food and their macros?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And that can change too.
Yeah.
So at that point, listen, I don't like this diet. I want to change it up. I don't like this food. Boom. It changes it up right away for them.
Oh, that's nice.
It's really cool. So it takes about 24 hours for you to get your diet because we want to make sure it's custom to you, not a cookie cutter type diet. We're not saying out the same diets for everybody. Everybody's different, right? Yeah. So at that point, it should be a custom diet, and that's what you're getting. The next thing is the training programs. And we'll probably do some of these training videos. I'm going to incorporate the athletes in for their training programs.
Yeah.
But I shot all these videos. Me and Art did. It was like 200 something videos or something like that of all different types of exercises you guys can do in the gym, in office. I think we're going to do the at-home ones because people have been asking me for those. But it gives you these exercises. So it actually shows you the exercise, how to do it, how many reps you should be doing, what you should be doing, and then you can just look at it. So it actually has an app too, so you can bring it in the gym and be like, all right, so this is really cool, and be a part of the app. It also includes you being in one of these Facebook groups that is a private Facebook group that is just for people on this app or on the programs. That way you're communicating with different people that are doing the exact same thing as you, and you guys can maybe give some tips, some tricks, or just communicate, hey, listen, this is working really good for you, or this is working really good for me. Maybe you might want to try this, and they can communicate back and forth, and we're all in the same community, all on the same page, all on the same brainwaves there. So it's awesome. It's really, really cool. Rachel looks good in our clothing gear. Meech! What up, Meech?
These are like some of the only pants that fit me.
So Meech, yes. She does look good in the clothing gear, right? So it's awesome. Yeah, we got plenty of that clothing gear. So if you guys want to look like a Titan, you guys can buy it on the website, titanmedicalcenter.com. Go to the clothing section. All the awesome tights for girls, tank tops. Guys, we got stuff for you too as far as V-necks, hats, all different types of Titan gear. You guys might even get some exclusive Titan gear. So at that point, if you guys see something you guys like maybe this Nike Titan tank top, we might have these in stock for you guys. You guys can call or text for that, 727-389-3220. You guys can order off the website and get some really, really cool Titan gear. Top of the line quality, I promise you.
It is good quality.
All right, that's what it's all about.
It is, yeah.
It's all about quality. First class all the way. That's what Titan represents. Therapies, clothing, and patient care. So that's what it's all about, guys. All right, the newsletter, Thymosin Alpha 1, upcoming events. Text Titan Medical 22828 to become part of that list. Follow us on social media, YouTube. All our great videos, all our content's on there. So if you guys want to see instruction videos on how to inject certain things, like Hercules Potion, I get the question all the time. Can I inject Hercules Potion in my chest? Can I inject it in my biceps, triceps? How do I do that? Where do I do that? Right. Those videos are on there. Plus, different videos explaining some of these different therapies. If you guys didn't get it from me now, all the therapies are on there. Me explain the therapies, what's in them, how they work, and how they're going to help you. That's really key. Yeah. It's really key to know what you're putting in your body and how it's going to work for your body. Not just, this person told me to take this, I'm going to take this. Why I'm
doing it.
Exactly.
That's what you were saying. Like, so many people are putting things in their body and they don't even really know why they're doing it.
I've had athletes in the past, guys. I promise you. This is like in the beginning, and they wanted 6 or 7 different combos. I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. You want Hercules, you want this. This is. Do you know what these things do? No. Are you serious?
Gains.
Yeah, they're gonna. You told me they're gonna help me, John. I believe you. I'm like, all right, cool. I appreciate your belief in me.
Confidence.
I appreciate the confidence, right? But I want you to know. You should know this information because you're putting it in your body.
Right.
Another thing that I hate, and I'll just debunk this right now or put on the table is, John, I could get these vitamin amino acids from this one company online. I'm like, okay. Not for human consumption's on the bottle. All right, so where are they getting this stuff from? It's not coming from a lab. It's not tested. It says not for human consumption. They're trying to sell it to you like that. Of course, it might be a little bit cheaper. They don't have to do no testing.
Right.
Everything that we get is doctor prescribed, and it comes from a U.S. licensed pharmacy. And with that comes testing. They have to do sterility, endotoxin testing, concentration testing, potency testing. These tests cost money. And I'm not talking about cheap money. It costs a lot of money. thousands of dollars to test batches of bottles to make sure the strength is there and you're not going to be infected with anything, or you have some garbage in a bottle, you have no idea where it comes
putting
from.
The coronavirus.
Oh my God, guys. Like, seriously. Like, if you're so worried about, like shortcutting the money at that point, think about what it's going to cost you if you do get an infection. You have to go to the hospital. Or what your life is worth or your health is worth to you. It is what it is. I understand, having to go the cheaper route or maybe not having the money and maybe doing it that way. I totally understand. Been there, know how it is, but if you can, it's definitely the best way to do it the right way, in the medical grade way, and make sure that you're getting something that is right. Okay?
Yeah.
I can't preach that enough. It really is. So please, guys, if you guys have any questions, concerns, call us, text us, 727-389-3220. I think it's been a pretty good show.
I think so too. I think we're a pretty good duo.
See, I feel pretty good about it.
I feel good.
She's not worried.
I was like,
so I don't know.
he's going to ask me some crazy
She's got it. Dude, I would never put you on the spot. Never. So, guys, I want you guys to give her a big Titan welcoming. Show her a lot of love. All right? She's part of the team now, part of the Titan family. I mean, she's one of my roll dogs. So at that point, you guys show her love like I show her love. I appreciate you guys all tuning in for Titan Talk Tuesday. Titan Lifestyle Big Drew, 2 p.m. He's going to be back this week. He was getting sick. He was sick. He's like, man, John, I'm starting to finally feel better. So he'll be in the studio Friday. We'll see him, me and you, Friday, Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew, 2 p.m. Don't forget, Sundays, 11 a.m., Titan Health and Lifestyle Show. That's it for us on Titan Talk Tuesday. I want to thank you, Rachel, for coming in.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot, and we will see you soon.